begun!
Mortal Kombat! And we are going to do the best and worst of Mortal Kombat. Yes, it has been a long time coming because we did Bloodsport a year ago more, and then everything I had broke. Now we're
life happened.
Yep, lots of life. So, best friend Jonathan here. We don't know what each other's picks are going to be. So this should be interesting. Obviously, we're going to have categories like best and worst character, best and worst scene, best and worst fight, stuff like that. Just like we did with Bloodsport. We may even compare the two movies at the end. Who knows?
Ooh.
So, boy.
Oh, this got more interesting. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start things. Okay, so Mortal Kombat stars Robin Shou, Christopher Lambert, Bert. I don't know. Oh God, I can't remember the guy's name that plays Shang Tsung, and I love that guy.
I know. I'm blanking on it too.
Here's his name. Okay.
I was about to say, well, add that in post later.
Yeah. Wonderful people.
Yes.
Wonderful people. Okay. Video game movie. And if maybe this goes well, we'll do other video game fight related.
Street Fighter.
Jesus Christ.
I keep pitching it. It will happen.
Oh, boy. All right. So let's start things off. Mortal Kombat 1995. Best move. The best move from Mortal Kombat 1995. My favorite move in the movie is a series of moves, but they're all the same. It's when Scorpion starts stomping Johnny Cage's face. What did Johnny Cage do to you, in a past life? So I thought that was pretty cool. That's my best move for Mortal Kombat 1995.
Best move for me also involves Johnny Cage, but he is the move giver rather than recipient.
All right.
And it is the splits move against Goro. He is in slacks, wearing dress shoes on loose gravel. And the move itself is one camera shot, not multiples. And it is executed very well. I can't imagine all of those combined. That had to be something easy to do.
That's a great way to sell that move. That is wonderful. Yes, with all of those elements in play, it's probably not the actor that played Johnny Cage doing it, but whoever did it. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. The camera angle for the actual move is bird's eye view behind. Can't see if it's a stunt double doing it. Mm-hmm. Whoever, if it was him, excellent props. I believe it could have been, because I think he does a great job in this movie, fight choreography wise anyway. Even if it is not, whoever does it.
I don't think he can do the splits.
All of those elements combined for, forget the punch and the ridiculous ludicrousness of the move. The execution of it in one camera shot ramps up the difficulty for me. Yeah. And I think it's very well done.
Yeah. No, it's smooth. It's smooth. Okay, cool. All right, so we got your best moves out the way. What was your worst move? I'll let you go first.
Worst move, a Sonya Blade sweep the leg. There's a sequence in the move where it's the fight in the kind of ballroom where they're eating.
Okay.
And it's all three of them, and it's cutting between the action of all the characters, and they're just fighting peons. And so they're all just doing a variety of things, and she has a sweep the leg that takes 18 years to execute. Everything looks bad. Mm-hmm. Like her speed, her form, the execution.
Look on her face.
It's... I think she spins away from the camera, so that's one thing I did not see.
Okay.
She is an expressive actress in this movie to her detriment, I think. So yeah, it's just not pretty at all. Boy.
Okay. Yeah. My worst move is another Sonya Blade classic.
Yeah.
Every time I watch this movie and this part comes on, it hurts my soul. It is when she's in the courtyard getting ready to fight Kano. When she's getting ready to fight Kano.
Oh, I know what you're... Okay.
And she's just kind of doing moves in the air. It's
the elbow throw, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And because she does it twice, it's like, no, you did it wrong the first time. Don't do it.
And throws all of her body unnecessarily.
Yes.
The entire waist up is involved in this move. And the facial expression.
And the sound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is that even a move? Is that... What do you do? I don't... Mosquitoes. Let's just... Maybe attacked by bugs. We don't know. We've never been to that island.
And see, I wasn't even really thinking of that because it's not during a fight.
Right.
Like
right.
he says, it's her warming up poorly
Yeah.
for the fight against...
Kano.
Does she even know she's fighting her nemesis at this point? But whatever, she knows she's about to fight, and it's her warming up.
I wouldn't show anybody that. I wouldn't show if I wouldn't want anybody to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about you save that one for later?
Yeah.
Save that for when your opponent is got the Tweedledbird shit going around the head, and then you do your shit. Keep that at
Oh boy.
Poor Sonya Blade. All right.
That's gonna be trending.
Next category. Best part of the movie. Best scene, best part of the movie. Or your favorite, same thing.
Ooh. If I... You know what? I got this one. This one's easy. Any one-liner delivered by Johnny Cage.
This is where you fall down. Come to a little tournament, he said. Be good for the career, he said. Yeah, right. You guys are lucky he stopped us.
Okay.
Most of the characters in the actors in this movie, they struggle when it's not a fight scene, I feel like, for their acting. They're either overselling or, other than, of course, Christopher Lambert, who's an established, and Shang Tsung. But our main core cast of heroes, Johnny Cage nails, in my opinion, the delivery of his character from start to finish.
He seems comfortable.
He's very comfortable in his character, in his line delivery, and that's a good thing because he's the comic relief of the movie when it comes to the non-combat bits. And all of his cheesy-ass one-liners, they're still fantastic. They still make me laugh.
Yeah, we needed that.
Yeah, and so...
It helps.
Anytime Johnny Cage is being Johnny Cage, it works for me. I'm not having any suspension of disbelief necessary to enjoy the back and forth in the dialogue or whatever he's doing.
Mm-hmm. I can dig it. Okay. All right. I have an honorable mention on this one.
We discussed this unfortunately earlier. I didn't want to steal that.
Actually, that's going to be my actual pick.
Oh, okay.
My honorable mention is what I crossed out to make that my pick. So my honorable mention is a scene that involves Johnny Cage, and it's a really weird, not weird, but okay. So Johnny Cage is introduced by doing a fight scene in a movie where the stunt guy, this is where you fall down. Mm-hmm. And then after that, he's pissed and he storms off set. It's when he's storming off set and the director is like, Johnny, you're killing me, Johnny. I really liked the director right there.
You can't do this to me, Johnny.
You can't do this to Johnny. Come on, Johnny. But if you watch it, you got to watch that part again because the director has like this nervous tick that he does the entire time that he's like trying to talk to Johnny. And I didn't honestly notice.
And he's like dangling in a director chair for a high viewpoint to see the shot. So he's just like kicking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny. Yeah. I don't know why.
I mean, I'm not doing it again.
Johnny's the last shot of the picture. Where are you going?
I'm going to my trailer.
No, you can't leave
I'm
me
going to get a
hanging.
gun, and I'm going to shoot myself for being in your movie.
will kill me. I'll be back directing traffic. Johnny, don't leave me hanging up here. You're killing me, Johnny.
Honorable mention on that one. But the best part of the movie, which you didn't want to steal from me,
Yeah.
which means he also believes that this is like up there, if not the best.
Yeah.
The music, the soundtrack. The soundtrack of the movie is just, come on, y'all.
We got company.
Mortal Kombat is just that good. But not just the theme song, the entire sound, for the most part, the entire soundtrack is just amazing. Okay, and it helps this movie.
Definitely, because there are some fight sequences, which I'm sure we will go over later, where the best part of that fight sequence is the soundtrack, and it's elevating a fight sequence that otherwise would be very poor. It's already really poor, but the soundtrack at least salvages it a little bit.
Yeah. Worst part of the movie, for me, is the lack of good martial artists. Your star characters aren't that great. No, I mean, disrespect to the actual people, but Philip Ree was one of the names in the hat to play Liu Kang. And everybody, Robin Shou is a legend now because he's been in every video game movie ever made. That's awesome. I don't dislike.
I think this was his first one.
Yeah, this is his first one.
This was his debut? Yeah.
First one. He's also been in Dead or Alive, which I want to do. He's been in one of the Chun-Li movies. He's all over the place. I think he might have been in Dragon, but I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, we ain't doing that shit. We ain't doing that shit. God damn it.
I said nothing.
Okay.
I said nothing about.
I will drive my car off a cliff on the way. But Philip Ree, for those of you who know, and if you don't know, look up Philip Ree. He was in Best of the Best. He was in more than Best of the Best, but that is his magnum opus. Tremendous martial artist. But then you also have the guy that played Johnny Cage, who did a great job as far as his lines and stuff. And some of his movement. Yeah. But if we had actually had somebody that actually knew, and he might know some stuff, but I'm talking about somebody that knew some stuff. That not just knew some stuff, but knew some shit. Sonya Blade. Need I say more? The girl that played her. Maybe a wonderful person in real life. Not a martial artist.
No.
And that's it. I think that, if the main characters had known a little bit more, that would have been better for me. Anyway, that's my worst.
Yeah. So worst part of the movie, and we've already touched on it. Anything Sonya Blade. Again, no disrespect to the actress, but I already mentioned how for our main characters, some of their acting delivery was off, or just they weren't comfortable with whatever it was. Pretty much every time she opens her mouth, the delivery is just not great. And we've already kind of touched on the fight sequences she does have. They're also very rough. And, I really struggle anytime Sonya Blade is the centerpiece of a particular part of this movie. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And just a side note, almost every single spin kick delivered by almost everybody, maybe not the ninjas as much, but were bad. They were bad. Okay, next category. Best character. Best character in the movie. At first I would have thought we would have the same one, but we might not now that I've heard some of your other stuff that you've said. Mm-hmm. But I think you can probably guess which one is my best character. And it would be a flawless victory. Shang Tsung is the man in this movie for me. He hams it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't even need the sound on because of when he mouths things, you can feel and hear. You know what he's saying just from the formation of his lips.
Your brother's soul is mine. Flawless victory.
He ate this role up, okay? It looked like he had a ball being the bad guy. That guy, he's amazing in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's one of those situations where it's like, this is Shang Tsung. Oh, you're making a new Mortal Kombat? Yeah, but that's not Shang Tsung. This is Shang Tsung, Yeah, that's what I got. Best character. I know who you got.
You do.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I
You
don't.
do.
Maybe I don't. I don't know.
Raiden.
Kiss my black ass.
I enjoy. Is an honorable mention. I enjoy Christopher Lambert as Raiden. I wish he would have gotten way more screen time to do stuff. It's almost a retirement role for the actor.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to carry the movie, and you can tell when he's doing anything on screen.
Yeah,
he maybe have been drunk.
Yeah.
Because he's just enjoying trolling everybody the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
But there are moments where he has to be Raiden and fuck some shit up. And he pulls Christopher Lambert stuff, that more from a charisma acting. He doesn't do any fighting.
Yeah.
But he's fun.
Okay.
I enjoy Christopher Lambert, but he does get an honorable mention here just because I want him to get mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, again, the fact that he's barely in the movie.
Right. Background character.
Yeah, and I was so disappointed that he was recast in Mortal Kombat 2. Because
he's
the
old.
The Raiden in
guess-
Mortal Kombat 2 got a whole lot more screen time.
Yeah.
And so I would have enjoyed Christopher Lambert getting
Oh,
screen
right,
time,
right.
obviously.
Right.
Even though the movie would have still been garbage, the second movie. But my favorite character, I'm coming back to Johnny Cage.
Okay, so
Coming
Raiden
back to Johnny
is
Cage.
honorable mention.
Yes.
And okay.
Again, merely because I want Christopher Lambert's Raiden to get a mention here.
Okay.
He's my favorite Raiden representation of any of the movie Raidens we've had.
Okay.
And I want to give Christopher Lambert props. But yes, Johnny Cage, coming back to it. So we've got 3 major actors in this movie. The actor playing Johnny Cage is not one of them. And I even have mentioned off camera that I don't recall seeing this actor in anything before or after this movie. And then I think he does, as I've mentioned, a great job being comfortable with the character. And while I agree with you that a lot of his martial artists fight sequences are not polished, he also, because of who Johnny Cage is, he doesn't fight in fighting clothes.
No,
he fights in dress shirts
not
and slacks and dress shoes, and still has to do flips, kicks, evades, a lot of lower body. His character as Johnny Cage does a lot of lower body fight choreography, and I'm not trying to give him a pass as why that he may be bad, but I'm still impressed with what he was asked to do with the character.
Yeah.
And then also the character is just a blast.
No. If you're not that great, and then you also have to fight in some bullshit, yeah, give him a pass.
Yeah.
Give him a pass.
You are the most egotistical, self-deluded person I have ever met.
Yeah, well, you forgot good looking.
Because they could have hired someone who knew what they were doing. Mm-hmm. They hired him. He did the best he could with what he had to do.
And,
so, yeah.
And I think kept up with most everyone else in the movie. I mean, as you've mentioned, Robin Shou struggles in this movie a little bit, so he's not outshining the other actors, despite his... He wasn't quite B-list or A-list at this point, but he's a legend now.
Yeah. And you can definitely tell that he does know more martial arts than the other...
Yes.
Than Sonya and Johnny Cage.
Yes.
All right. Worst character.
Do we need to?
I'm sorry. All right, it's just look, man. I mean, this is what you gave us.
I know.
What are we supposed to say? Sonya MNF and Blade is the worst.
I will break the mold and nominate another character when you're done. But I still agree. I'm just nominating another character so we don't dog on Sonya so bad.
Yeah, look, man, hey. She was so uncoordinated. This isn't just not the role for that particular actress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she was great in House on Haunted Hill. Mm-hmm. For what she did in House on Haunted Hill. I think she was in one of the Know What You Did Last Summer movies or something too. But no, not a martial arts movie though. Come on. Mm-hmm. There's a scene where she's fighting Kano and she falls down after doing a spin, which I don't know why they put so many spin kicks in this movie. But I can completely understand falling down doing a spin kick in sand.
Yes.
It just makes it worse that it comes from her because everything she's doing looks like she's about to fall down and she's just uncoordinated and stuff like that. Then we go to her character. Y'all wrote this shit. Her character is kind of lame. Some of the things she has to say, she always has to be combative with everybody and all this other stuff because, she's the law, and Johnny Cage is, being kind of ridiculous.
I can smell her perfume.
Jesus. I don't like that they had to put her in whatever the heck she was wearing at the end of the movie when they had her, and her hair. Woo! I know she didn't ask for that. This was an 80s
movie? Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm sorry she had to deal with that hair and that dress. We are talking about bad guys, though, and she is the only woman in the movie. A bad guy would make you wear that if they kidnapped you, most likely. So that
and make you fight in it.
Yeah, but terrible. Anyway, that's my worst character.
All right. So I, again, agree with that, but just so we're not dogging on Sonya Blade for half of this review, I'm nominating another worst character, but this is very similar to Bloodsport, where it's a worst character because of director decisions. Sub-Zero.
Okay.
Sub-Zero.
Okay, I thought you were going to go Goro. Okay.
No,
okay.
well, Goro is another... I think they both qualify for this, honestly. They're wasted. Mm-hmm. You can tell from what little we get out of Sub-Zero that the guy in the mask... We made a comment to each other off camera that all three of the Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile characters, because they are fully costumed, they don't have to necessarily be actors. They barely even have any lines. And so they can be true martial artists, and it shows. But with Scorpion and Reptile get moments to kick some ass. Sub-Zero, they really wanted to sell the CGI aspect of his ice bit. And so that's almost everything he does, which is not any fight choreography. It's him stancing and powering up the CGI and Dragon Ball Z-ing it. And he has a little bit of a fight with Liu Kang where Robin Shou does a terrible job helping in that fight when it comes to the choreography. And I just feel Sub-Zero's character was poorly handled for no reason. Sorry, Sub-Zero.
They did you dirty. Okay. Best and worst fight. So the best fight.
And we should start with worst first. And end with the positive note.
You're right. Because on Bloodsport, we probably pissed a lot of people off. Worst fight in the movie for me, actually, doesn't involve Sonya Blade.
Surprise, surprise, neither does mine.
Oh. Well, worst fight in the movie for me, Johnny Cage versus Goro.
So we're not giving animatronics a pass here.
No.
Okay.
Because he's a half dragon. Fight should have been longer. Isn't he like half dragon or some shit?
Animatronics.
Yeah, but
we just talked about this.
Okay, well.
But go ahead. No, I get it. I get it.
And we've been waiting to see him fight one of the main cast. And he fights Johnny Cage. And even though at this point I'm watching the movie in the theater and I'm like, oh, I wish it could have been Liu Kang. But that's fine. At least we're getting to see him fight one. And I'm glad it's not Sonya. That's fine. At least we're getting to see him fight one of the main three.
Sweep the leg, Sonya.
Right? And he goes out like a four-armed bitch. There's not one. Okay, Johnny Cage does the cool splits.
Sure.
Other than that, there's not one good part in this fight. Once it gets going,
Yeah,
there's not
no.
one good part in this fight at all. And yeah, animatronics. Okay. But I feel like, man, I feel like they could have done better. I feel like they could have, with the right choreographer, and I don't think this movie had the right choreographer.
Yeah.
People did the best they could with what they had. But with a better choreographer, I'm not saying me, but somebody, this scene, I could have made the scene better. No, I'm to be honest, but there's a bunch of other people who could have made this scene better. And yeah, it just he's built up to be this. He's the champion. He's the champion, and he's been champion for how many? What is it? Lifetime, century, whatever. This is
Long time.
a long time. Okay. What's your worst fight?
Liu Kang, Shang Tsung.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
But
Because
they
once
won't
again,
be.
built
They
up.
might not
Oh,
be.
right. Well,
So we've had this buildup of the chosen one,
Yeah.
Liu Kang,
Mhm.
and Shang Tsung, who's one victory away from being able to have Shao Kahn invade Earth and enslave Earth. And they've had basically flawless victories and trounced humanity for, whatever. They can do this once every 100 years, 900 years, whatever it is.
and they flew us all the way to Outworld to
Yep.
see it.
It was his domain, his arena. For the most part of this movie, and this is the other frustrating piece, even as a kid watching this movie, I kind of was underwhelmed with this. Liu Kang gets his ass beat pretty much through this whole movie.
Yeah.
Like there's the first
Yeah,
fight sequence where he
embarrassed a
fights
lot.
an unnamed character is his
Yeah.
best fight, where he doesn't have to have a comeback victory.
Right.
But then he lucks out against Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Katara basically lets him win.
Yeah.
Reptile kicks the dog shit out of him, like right before he fights Shang
He should have
Tsung.
some bruises.
And then all of a sudden, the epiphany hits. I'm the chosen one. I should be better. And he walks into, the climactic battle against Shang Tsung and holds his own. Plus, the fight sequence isn't that great.
It's not.
It's a 3-part sequence where there's a lot of really awkward elbow throwing
Yeah.
and spinning.
Posturing.
Shang Tsung has his back to Liu Kang doing this
Yeah.
for most of it. They only actually have one blow get landed,
Yeah.
and it's him hitting Shang Tsung. And then Shang Tsung starts the second stage of the boss fight because now his health is at 75%. Raises a whole bunch of extras out of the ground.
With weapons and shit.
6 of them that should just
Dogpile.
dogpile.
They should mollywop.
It should be. And
Liu
Shang
Kang.
Tsung's watching rather than adding to the carnage.
Yeah.
And then they fight up top for stage 3, and it's just bad.
Yeah.
For the it's kind of like in Bloodsport. For the
Yeah.
climactic fight,
You
it's terrible.
drag it out, and you don't put enough. There's not enough excitement. There's not enough. The exchanges are not. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then on top of that, again, also the choreography. The choreography. The best part of the choreography, even though it's all the elbow throwing and blocking still looks okay, but it's still bad.
Well, here's the thing. The
Why?
fight scene, that fight scene, not just that fight scene, but most of the fights in this movie, but that fight scene, it looks like they're practicing.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like this is the shot for the movie. It looks like they're rehearsing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. No, as far as like actual human being versus actual human being and not animatronic, yeah, heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Best fight.
Best fight.
I'm gonna let you go first. I already know what your best fight is. We know what each other's best fight is.
I'll
Mine
be
might
shocked.
have changed. Mine might have changed, but
I will be shocked if we pick different. Johnny Cage Scorpion.
Wait, you're picking Johnny Cage Scorpion?
I really do like Johnny Cage
I thought
Scorpion.
you-
Or well,
I thought Because we talked about this. Like this.
Okay,
we tried not to talk about anything else, but we couldn't help but talk about this.
So I have two for two different reasons. The one I didn't mention is probably what you're thinking, Liu Kang Reptile?
Yeah, that's what
Okay. So I love Liu Kang Reptile for the choreography.
This is interesting. Okay.
I love Liu Kang Reptile for the choreography.
Okay.
But I love Johnny Cage Scorpion for the set.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Plus,
no, okay.
the choreography is pretty solid for Johnny Cage. Scorpion's a blast. The guy playing him is enjoying playing the character. And you've already mentioned he's got one of the best moves in the movie. So the Johnny Cage Scorpion fight, it's a fun set, or it's a fun fight. It's a fun set, and it's a lot of fun. But Liu Kang Reptile plus the soundtrack and sorry.
That's great. No, that's great. Okay, so we're going to talk about both of these two fights because here's what's interesting about this is I came in the last time we talked. He made it seem like his was going to be Liu Kang versus Reptile, and I made it seem like mine was going to be Johnny Cage versus Scorpion.
And we swapped.
I think we kind of after just
we
watching
talked each other into the other bit.
Well, no, we just watched those fights again,
Yes.
and watching them again for the first time in history. Like in '95, I was sold Johnny Cage Scorpion.
Yeah.
For reasons, and I'll bring them up. Just today, I was like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. But how about we just talk about both of these two amazing fights?
Yeah.
The reason why I liked, for every reason he likes Johnny Cage versus Scorpion, I also liked the Johnny Cage versus Scorpion. With also that little added, Scorpion is to me the best of the ninjas. His movements are, he doesn't move too fast. He takes his time to show his eyes, to show the looks on his face, to show his stance, and he just seems like he's really, really milking it and enjoying that character. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And in the fight with Johnny Cage, he's the only one that gets lines. Mm-hmm. Get down here, get over here. You know, he's just so cool, charismatic. He's got the riz, is what the young people call it today. Jesus.
No cap. I can't believe I just said that.
Oh, God. So, this is my last video. Channel shut down. Wow. Oh. Anyway. But, and he does beat the dog shit out of Johnny Cage. Like it's a point in which it seems like he actually got angry and he's beating the shit out of Johnny. I'm a real martial artist, not you. You know, take some of that with you. You know, type of a situation. But Johnny Cage. We're watching it today, and I'm like, no, he's moving, he's getting in there, he's doing it. It's him. It's that guy. You know.
Yeah.
And but then I'm watching this Scorpion. I'm watching the Liu Kang Reptile, and there are things that were gonna make me not pick it. There were parts that were too whimsical for me. Parts that looked too much like a dance. After watching it this last time, though, they fill in the spaces, I thought, with just enough to where I understand why most people say it's the best fight in the movie. They fill in those spaces with a lot of pity-patter, pity-patter. And it doesn't look bad.
No.
You know.
It's fast, too.
Yeah. And these are two guys that know what they're doing for the most part. Mm-hmm. The music is off the chain.
Oh man, it's might be my second favorite.
I'm telling you,
song on the soundtrack. Oof, it's so good.
These two. I mean, I could flip flop. If he wants Johnny Cage and Scorpion, I'll take Liu Kang and Reptile. These are the two best. These are absolutely the two best fights in the movie.
Oh yeah,
you
like
take
a 1A, 1B. Yeah, take your pick.
Yeah. So all right, that was cool. I didn't expect that. Didn't expect it. So all right. Okay, so that's Mortal Kombat. But Bloodsport, which is also
a thing,
a tournament movie. Yeah. So
Are we really gonna do that?
I
Just for fun.
I figure
We can kick some wallets down.
our last we don't want any friends. Our last question could be, which do you prefer? How about that?
It's by far Mortal Kombat. It's with this movie. I mentioned in the Bloodsport review, as I'm sure all of you that have seen that recall, I had not seen Bloodsport growing up when it came out, whatever. So I saw it today, modern day, and don't have nostalgia glasses for it.
Right.
And it's very rough.
1988.
It's just not. We mentioned a lot of technical flaws with it, and lots of things. Right. I won't go into detail.
Watch the video.
Yeah. Exactly. With Mortal Kombat, nostalgia. Even though I have a nostalgic fondness for it, it's still good. Like CGI notwithstanding, because it's 1990s, there's some bad CGI.
That could have been on the worst of something list right there, but we didn't pick it. So.
We got some rough animatronics with Goro. We've got some bad CGI here and there with some of the particle effects and some things. But the soundtrack is amazing. The set piece, it's a video game movie adaptation, right? And to most people, especially our age, when video game movie adaptations started becoming a thing around the 90s and 2000s, there's so many of these movies. There were almost a dozen of them within like 6 years. It was the thing Hollywood was trying to capture.
I just realized that means we might have to do Double Dragon.
Oh, yeah. This is, in my opinion, he's going to argue with me, disagree with me a little bit, and that's fine. He's wrong. Mortal Kombat is the best of these. Of more video game movie adaptation
that you've seen, because I haven't seen them all. I'm not watching Pikachu. I'm just not watching Pikachu.
True, there are some I haven't watched.
I'm not watching Sonic.
At the same time, there are reasons why I probably have avoided those movies. Especially if we're talking about, like, okay, we have Sonic now and whatever. I'm talking about the live action video game adaptations, movies from that era where Hollywood was trying to capture lightning in a bottle and just throwing anything at the wall. We got Double Dragon, we got Dead or Alive, we got Mortal Kombat, we got Super Mario Brothers, we got Street Fighter.
So Silent Hill doesn't count, because I do put Silent Hill above Mortal Kombat.
All right.
Silent Hill doesn't count then, because it came out in 2000.
I haven't seen Silent Hill, the movie.
Okay.
But anyway, so Mortal Kombat is the best of them.
It is
because it is very true to its source material with a lot of stuff. It's a fighting game, so the lore is kind of bare bones as it is, but they don't really try and extrapolate on it beyond and make it more ludicrous.
I disagree. Okay, I just remembered one. Okay, and we're gonna do a review on it. Okay.
Oh, movie-wise. Well,
yeah.
You probably think Dead or Alive.
I'm thinking Dead or Alive.
I mentioned Dead or Alive.
Okay.
And that was the one I was thinking where you were going to disagree with me, and you were wrong. It's okay. I got him on his channel. All right. So anyway, back to Mortal Kombat. The set design is great. The costumes are great. We've already talked about the technical aspects of the soundtrack. The camera work for damn near all the movie is perfect. And it makes up for the deficiencies of the money they had to spend on the movie with regards to casting or various other things that make this a B-class movie / cult classic versus a really good movie. But all of those things are so well done that it makes it a good movie where it has no business being a good movie.
Right.
Bloodsport doesn't have those things.
Right.
So nostalgia goggles are not what I did watch Mortal Kombat as a kid and watch it a lot still, and I'd watch this again over Bloodsport every time.
We gonna do Dead or Alive, goddammit. We gonna do Dead or Alive.
Yeah, if you edit out the whole "I got you" on your channel bit,
you
I'll
just
be
count
upset.
down to the end of the friendship right now, starting today.
Well, remember, this is the last video. You said that earlier too, so we can watch Dead or Alive together. We just don't do a video.
Oh shit. Okay. My thoughts on Mortal Kombat versus Bloodsport. I think that the martial arts is better in Bloodsport.
Yes.
I think that Bloodsport is a better tournament movie because you can actually follow the tournament.
Yeah. This is just kind of random, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, are we fighting now? Oh, okay. You know, who am I fighting? I don't know.
Shang Tsung don't care.
Don't care. He's saying flawless victory when it ain't really a flawless victory.
Yeah.
But Mortal Kombat, yeah. If I have a choice, if I have like, which one am I gonna watch?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's more fun. Okay, it is shot way better. It does have the kick-ass soundtrack. Bloodsport has some. Bloodsport's soundtrack isn't bad to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's all right.
And it's got the Kumite song. It's got the it's got that in there.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
But it's rough.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Any favors?
No, not at all. So I would say, like I say, there's a caveat. Bloodsport, the better tournament movie, better martial arts tournament movie. I prefer Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
As a movie. There you go.
I think with Bloodsport, if they had done the camera work better,
it would have been
that one thing,
yeah.
it would make Bloodsport a better movie, just as a whole,
Full
and
stop.
probably better than Mortal Kombat.
I think it would.
Yeah.
I think because you
got
got
that one thing. You do that one.
Jackson
thing
is a better actor than everybody in. Oh, we got Shang Tsung. Oh, we got Christopher Lambert. But Jackson's a bad motherfucker as far as like character goes.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And we got Chun Li is also in Bloodsport, who is the Shang Tsung Bloodsport. He, chews the scenery, all that good. He is the Goro. Anyway. Don't get me started. So yeah, I'm not gonna say much more. You said he nailed it with everything he said about Mortal Kombat and his pros and against Bloodsport. Mm-hmm. So that's the end of the video. Basically, we made it through Mortal Kombat. It's just downhill from here until we get to Dead or Alive. We got, oh Lord, Double Dragon.
Which, if we're going to do this, which you want to do first, Double Dragon or Street Fighter?
It's like asking me. So, all right. Anyway,
I think I own both of them.
You would.
I can't remember if I own Double Dragon. I know I own Street Fighter.
Oh. So, appreciate everybody listening to our long ass video. We covered a lot of stuff. Until next time, this has been The Real Truth. Peace.